Twisted Sister has a couple of songs that have just stood the test of time. We're Not Gonna Take It and I Wanna Rock. And I Wanna Rock is just that timeless statement that, you know, I was simply shouting at my dad for the 1000th time. But apparently everybody wants to shout that out at somebody. And it has just spoken to generation after generation. And no matter where I go, the minute I shout, I wanna rock, it's like a knee-jerk rock. Everybody just can't help themselves. They have to scream rock. It's in their DNA. Nobody's ever asked me what it means to rock. But a lot of the musicians and a lot of the bands I watch on TV and in concert don't. It means to let yourself go. It means to allow yourself to that sense of freedom, to feel like you can express yourself vocally and physically any way you want without fear of being laughed at, mocked, goofed on, or put down. I Wanna Rock was written with the rest of the songs on the album Stay Hungry in about 45 minutes, the entire record. My wife, I already had a son. He was sleeping in the crib. My wife went out to get groceries, and I took the opportunity to pull out my song title list, which is how I write songs, and I wrote the bulk of the Stay Hungry album, the melodies, in about 45 minutes when she went out for groceries. I remember she came back, said, so how'd it go? I said, I think I got some good songs. We're Not Gonna Take It. I Wanna Rock. You know? So there's a couple of good ones in there. I Wanna Rock, directed by Marty Callner, who directed the first Twisted video, We're Not Gonna Take It, was actually part 2, so the sequel to We're Not Gonna Take It. It was like, here's Dad, the dick at home. What happens when he goes to work? Well, he's a nasty school teacher, and Twisted Sister follows him there. Interesting thing about this song, We're Not Gonna Take It, when sent to MTV, was Les Garland rejected the song. He said, this isn't a rock video, it's method acting. And We're Not Gonna Take It never got out of medium rotation. You've seen that a zillion times, but it was never out of medium rotation. By the time I Wanna Rock arrived, Les Garland took one look and said, now this is a rock video. Hip clip of the week, right out of it. It was the same friggin' video, just a different location. But yeah. Years later, I got a phone call from my manager that SpongeBob SquarePants was interested in using I Wanna Rock as the big finale in the SpongeBob SquarePants movie. I immediately lit up. Licensing is fantastic. I had 2 kids in college. And he goes, there's one catch. They want to change the words to Goofy Goober Rock. Well, I lose my mind. I'm like, are you kidding me? This is my music. This is my art. How much? Do they want me to sing it? They pay me a lot of money to call it Goofy Goober Rock. God bless SpongeBob SquarePants. 1984, my band Twisted Sister releases We're Not Gonna Take It, and we finally break through to the mainstream. We finally have a hit record, and it's a song that's gone on to have decades of longevity. It's become an anthem for all ages, and people often ask me, what is it about the song that makes it so epic? And as a writer, it's a little bit egotistical to talk about it in those terms, but I will. It's from top to bottom. I've been the announcer for the marching band at my high school, and they used to come out to a drum cadence every time. They'd walk out on the field, and it just would just build the excitement. And I told the late A.J. Pirro, my drummer, I want this song to start with a drum cadence, like the marching bands did. Not just a drum beat, I want it to be a cadence. And A.J. Pirro was a very accomplished drummer, and he came back the next day and goes, what about this? And it just started the excitement building, and I was like, yes. And it just continues to build from there. We're Not Gonna Take It actually made the PMRC's Filthy 15. This was a censorship thing, and it was one of the 15 songs, along with songs by AC/DC and Bruce Springsteen, Prince, Madonna. We were on that list, and we were on there because they viewed it as a violent song. And clearly, the people who made the list had watched the video, which had cartoon violence in it, But as I said when I was in Washington, and nobody could deny it, We're Not Gonna Take It lyrically is no more violent than the Declaration of Independence. In a lot of ways, it was the Declaration of Independence for the 80s generation. We're Not Gonna Take It, the producer of the album, didn't want it on the record. He thought it was too sing-songy. And I literally remember being on one knee, begging him to put We're Not Gonna Take It on the album. And finally he caved in. He said, if you really want it, you're welcome. We're Not Gonna Take It, I found out years later, borrows the first 6 notes of it from O Come All Ye Faithful. And I sang in the church choir till I was 19, and I never realized that it takes a little inspiration from O Come All Ye Faithful. Not suable, but a little inspiration. We're not gonna take it, oh come all ye faithful. So yeah, that was a shocker when I found that out like 15 years later. We're Not Gonna Take It. At the end of We're Not Gonna Take It, when I was singing, I was a big Animal House fan, and I just started ranting, and I say, drop and give me 20. I started doing Niedermeyer from Animal House lines at the end of the song, spontaneously. Oddly, when it came to doing the video, we wound up hiring Mark Metcalf, who played the part of Niedermeyer, and doing a rant that was very Niedermeyer-esque for the whole opening of the video. But that wasn't the plan. I guess I was just such an Animal House junkie. It just threaded into everything I did. When I did the music video, we put on our makeup and did our thing as we normally did. It would take a couple of hours to get ready. But music videos take a very long time to shoot. And we were there all day. You get there at like 4 in the morning and you shave. By 8, 9, 10 at night, now you've got a 5 o'clock shadow that's pushing out through your makeup, and you're trying to cover it with more and more makeup. So I was kind of endlessly in the chair fixing my makeup to cover up my beard that was growing. The lamest review of We're Not Gonna Take It came from the Village Voice. It was 3 words. What from who? That's what they wrote. And how cute, how ironic, how clever, idiot. That was the point. As a songwriter, I kept it very non-specific, because while I was singing about my dad and my teachers and my bosses and things like that, I wanted people to read whatever they wanted to into the lyrics. And that song has become a political song. It's a rock and jock anthem. I saw it at the teachers' protest. People put their own, and that's the thing, put your own situation. You're pissed off at your wife, you're pissed off at your kids, whatever you want to do, sing it loud and proud. I wrote it for you.